What is up, guys? Gary Oak here, coming at you with another deck profile. I know I haven't done one of these in a while. I've been a little bit busy with recording Pokemon, but here's one for you. It is the legendary Noble Knights. This is a very cool archetype. It is based on the Arthurian legend, which is, the story of King Arthur and Merlin and all that fun stuff. But without any real further ado, let's go right into this, guys. First thing is a lot of them have the effect that they're just normal monsters unless they have an equip spell, specifically Madrot and Boars. Madrot and Boars are going to be your best friend in this whole fucking deck. Madrot has the shitty chair is shitty. Madrot has the effect that when it's equipped with a Noble Arms spell card, it becomes a dark and its levels increase by 1. And if you control no other monsters except Madrot, you can special summon another Noble Knight monster from your deck and face up defense position. But if you do that, you have to destroy an equipped spell you control. Well, the beautiful thing about the Noble Arms is that these two specifically, if they're destroyed, they can re-equip once per turn. So you want to have one of these two in your hand. Use Madrot. Madrot effect special summon Boars. You equip Boars with one of these. Boars has the ability he can special summon or when he gets equipped, you choose 3 Noble Arms cards from your deck. So her or any of these 3, and one of them is randomly selected, the other are sent to grave, but fear not, you can get them back, and you get to add one of those to your hand, and you equip it to Madrot, make them both level 5, and you make King Arthur, or Artorigus. Next up's Merlin. Merlin has 2 secondary effects that you don't really use ever. The main thing you use is his first effect, which is a search for Madrot. With this deck, you technically play 9 copies of Madrot between Madrot, Merlin, and Reinforcement of the Army. Next up is Noble Knight Iktar, and you can banish 2 Noble Knight monsters from your grave, special summon it from your hand or graveyard. And if it's used for an XC summon, the XC summon cannot be negated. Next up is Noble Knight of Black Lancelin. I think this is supposed to be Lancelot, but it's called Lancelin. Their names are super weird. You can send a face-up light normal monster you control to the grave. Cough, 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 cough. And special summon it from hand or grave, and you contribute 1 Noble Knight monster, add 1 Noble Arms card from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Ig Noble Knight of Black Lancelin once per turn. You can only control 1 face-up Ig Noble Knight of Black Lancelin. The important thing is these are both level 5, so you can make the level 5 Sacred. You can make Artorigus pretty easy that way. Next up is Dristan. Dristan's really cool. Noble Knights cannot be attacked while you control another Noble Knight monster. Your opponent cannot target your monsters with less than 1800 attack, except for this card, for attacks or with card effects. So the card effects is what's really nice. When a Noble Arms equip spell is equipped to it, you can destroy 1 face-up card on the field. Super strong, really good for board clear. Bedweir is our next card. Bedweir, what makes him really good is when he's normal or special, you can send a Noble Arms equip spell from your deck to the graveyard. So that's getting these in grave, and I'll explain why you want those in grave in a minute. And you can also target 1 Noble Arms equip spell and 1 appropriate monster on the field. Equip that spell to that appropriate monster. And this effect can only be used once while it's face up on the field. So that basically means you can disequip any of these to another Noble Knight to help you out. Next up is Noble Knight Brothers. Can only attack while you control exactly 3 Noble Knight monsters. When it's normal summon, special summon up to 2 Noble Knight monsters from your hands. But you cannot special monsters for the rest of the turn except Noble Knight monsters. Who cares? You've got a bunch of rank 4s. Once per turn, you can target 3 Noble Knight and or Noble Arms cards in your graveyard, shuffle all 3 into your deck, and draw a card. It's kind of like Digusto Emerald. It's really good for just cycling your stuff a bit better. 2, Guinevere. Her effect's super sweet. You can equip her to a monster from either hand or graveyard, and if it's light, then they cannot be destroyed by card effect. She gets destroyed instead. Dark, when it battles an opponent's monster, it just kills it instantly. Really, really strong. Next up's the last chapter of the Noble Knights. That's good for, once again, cycling. You can target 1 Noble Arms equipped spell card and 1 Noble Knight monster in your graveyard, special summon the monster and equip this equipped spell. So if you have an empty board and you have Madrot and an equipped spell engrave, guess what? You can start the Madrot combo all over again. All over again. Now time for our equip spells. Noble Arm of Destiny, once per turn. Noble Knight can't be destroyed by battle or card effect. Gallatin increases their attack by 1,000, but they lose 200 each of your standby phases. And finally, Excalibur. Excalibur, they cannot be targeted for a card effect. The only thing that sucks about Excalibur is, though, if it's destroyed by like MST, it cannot re-equip. Next up's 3 Reinforcements of the Army, because Reinforcement of the Army is so strong that in the OCG it's at 1. Foolish Burial, Descent, Herdegrave, Book of Moon, Bottomless Trap Hole, Torrential, Rod, Compulse, Vanities, Solemn. Pretty straightforward. Our Xyz monsters, now there is a Synchro variant of this, but I'm not a big fan of that. First is our Torgus, which is 2 level 4s, and when it's Xyz summon, you can take 3 of your Noble Arms equipped spell cards engrave and equip it to our Torgus, and you can detach a card and destroy spell and traps equal to the number of Noble Arms you control. So that's going to be hopefully a minimum of 3 when you do that play. Sacred Noble Knight of King Artorigus, I think this, or the wording's different, but this one's level 5. His effect's the same, it's just slightly different. You detach one, and then you can just destroy 1 monster on the field. And if it's sent to grave, you can special summon a level 4 or higher Noble Knight monster from your graveyard. Really strong. Next up is 2 Honor Arcs, because Honor Arc's too good. Heroic Champion Excalibur, it's an out to towers. Castell, the Sky Blaster, Evil Swarm, Exton Knight, Abyss Dweller, Double Cowboy, Diamond Direwolf. To be honest, most of this you'll never go into. You will go into him a lot, Sacred Noble Knight. But that's it for this deck profile. Remember to rate the video, like the video, subscribe, and tell me what you guys think. We will be doing games with this, and that will be up soon. But remember to rate the video, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.